We
It
are
is so
giants.
good to have you here back home. I know it's not home because you're all over the place,
Anywhere
but
where you are is like home for
Exactly.
us.
oh, they're charming too, guys. So the audience,
He's still single, lady.
just so you know, we can put your number up on the bottom of the screen.
If
then
you could, that would be great.
afterwards,
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be wonderful.
Now, people look at you and they think, oh my goodness, you're so successful. You're in real estate, you're in television, you're a contractor, you're doing everything. But really, if you look back on your life and you look at you two as two sweet little twins growing up, you two were destined for greatness. We have pictures. We're
Oh
going
my
to walk
gosh, where
through.
are you going with this?
Yes. Let's walk through those days as two little matching twins. I mean, so much. There's so many different things you both have done with your lives. You grew up actually on a farm. Tell me a little bit about your upbringing.
We grew up on a farm, and then our family ranch. When we were early teens, Jonathan, my dad, built our ranch house. And
You built it?
Yeah, exactly.
14
That's
years
where he
old.
first learned to be
That's
hands-on.
amazing.
So that's how we grew up. We were country kids, and we would sit around the campfire and play the guitar and sing songs with our parents. We did all the.
Aw.
We learned a hard day's work. Even I used to do the hard work. But it was on
Believe
the
it or
ranch.
not, this was
Believe it or not.
before the nail-breaking incident of 1996, maybe, when Drew stopped doing that.
No more hard work.
Yeah.
No.
Now, you've done some acting, and you have a whole production company outside of the shows that you do on the channels we know. What sort of acting have you done, and how did you get into that?
We've done a lot. I mean, we did everything from back in the day. I was on X-Files and Millennium. Drew was actually Tom Welling's body double in Smallville. So when you were looking for those six-pack abs after maybe there were too many buffets.
That was me.
Superman.
Cut
Drew
to
was
the close-up.
six-pack.
I don't know where they went.
But it was, yeah, it was fun. You know, we love acting. We started in musical theater as kids, did a
Yeah.
lot of that, and even today, like Drew did a movie, a Hallmark movie last year at Christmas
oh, you're
time.
still doing them. Good
Yeah,
for you.
we just don't have a lot of time in our schedule, but when I can,
Yeah.
I definitely look forward to getting back and doing more acting and directing.
We may
I
have
love
been in
Okay.
a dream sequence on
Playing
a show
House?
called,
Yeah.
show called Playing House as a comedy. It was hilarious.
Basically, so Playing House, I coordinated this with them. They wanted to have us as a part of the show, and it's scripted, and I never told Jonathan until we're shooting it, and it was basically, she was alluding to a threesome with the Property Brothers.
Yeah.
And so we're in the scene, they're
we're
like,
filming, I'm
Jonathan,
like-
can you lick her neck?
And all of a sudden I stop, I'm like, what's happening here right now? The director's like, well, have you not read the script? I'm like, no.
All of a sudden you hear bone chick bone
Yeah,
bone.
pretty much,
You're like,
yeah.
what's going on?
It was hilarious.
Who hasn't had
So we
that
love
dream?
it. Oh,
I
that's
know. I won't touch that one.
Yeah.
And you know, one of you is an illusionist,
Yeah, that's me.
and you're still doing that to this
Yeah.
day?
Yeah, I still perform every now and then, do some charity things here and there. I don't have a lot of downtime,
Yeah.
and I think I'm going to be back home in Vegas in July. I'm going to
Yeah.
try and perform somewhere while I'm there. But I could saw someone in half here if you want.
That'd be awesome.
I won't put them back together right now because we don't have time, but you know.
Maybe during the commercial break, all right? Relax. They even want to be sawed in half by you.
Why not?
Jeez. All right, I want to talk a little bit about this book. Okay, so these two good-looking brothers now have Dream Home going on. So this is their new book, and there's all sorts of really good, useful facts in there when it comes to real estate, DIYs. I want to talk a little bit about real estate. We all know real estate in Canada is blood sport.
Yeah.
You've got this section in here that I love in this book called Real Estate Lingo.
Yep.
Okay, so these are all the words you see on the advertisements for houses that you're going to potentially buy.
We call it real estate agent embellishment.
Yes.
That's what it is.
So when you hear somebody say the house is charming, what that really means is
Yeah, charming or cozy, that means ugly or small, sort of a thing. This is all, if your real estate agents try and trick you with this kind of verbiage, you
Yeah.
have to read between the lines.
All the stuff in the book, this is what I got the most fun over because it was like Drew started saying, "Oh, well, this." And I'm like, no. The non-realtor has to do this. I'm going to put it in there.
Yeah.
Like when someone says my house is artistic in their description.
Yeah.
Artistic means there's some weird crap going on in that house.
Self-designed.
Yeah.
They're their self-designers.
Or like, what's the what?
Natural-
Yeah, natural landscaping.
landscaping.
Natural landscaping means they're too lazy. They didn't do anything. It's all overgrown.
there's nothing. I did nothing.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny the stuff you'll see in these descriptions.
Okay, needs TLC. Total
Yeah,
gut job.
total. Yeah, it's a mess. Nothing's to code.
Or they'll also say handyman fixer.
Handyman
like a
special.
handyman special.
Right.
Yeah, that one.
that means
Okay.
it needs a lot of work.
I like this. I like that we're calling Drew out on this.
That's all
Okay.
right. I've always been willing to say it how it is.
Right?
I never like painting a picture one way and then you come and look at the house and it's something you didn't expect.
Right, but I mean, you kind of have to give it. You have to give it as much positivity as you can because you're trying to sell this place,
wanna
and you
sell
want
it.
people to look at the good attributes.
Yeah, you definitely do. But I have never been the one. It's a false idea when real estate agents or sellers they paint this beautiful picture and then you
Yeah.
go look at the house and you're let down. You're never going to be in good shape. What I do is any house that we list, any house we've ever listed, it's always been one that we've fixed up and we've touched up, so there
Right.
aren't all those negatives.
He's a bit of a hypocrite because he did the same thing on his Tinder profile. He lied about half of the items that were
I
in
use
there.
a picture of Jonathan for my profile. Yeah, thought it would help.
Left.
Okay. You also have here, furnished sellers don't want to move their stuff, so the buyer must get rid of it. That's what it means when they've got a furnished place.
Yeah, sometimes they'll say things like personally staged or personally furnished. It just means grandma's old couch, they were too lazy to get it out of there, they just left it all cluttered.
Okay, and then there's another section in the book which I love, and it's all about DIY don'ts.
Yep.
There are a lot
These
of
are
don'ts.
things that have gone terribly wrong. So take a look at this first picture, if you will. So someone was doing their own bathroom.
Yeah.
Fail.
Look at the door.
This is when you probably should have put in a pocket
the
door
door.
or maybe a barn door.
Yeah.
But people, they come up with all these solutions. This is why you don't do this work yourself.
Use
Bring-
professionals. If you don't, the biggest thing we say in Dream Home in the book is if you don't know what you're doing, use professionals. And people, no, I'll get my own self-help book for home renovations. No, your self sucks sometimes. So bring in a professional to do it.
the eco-friendly craze. You don't have the. Do you have the candle one or anything like? We
No.
have, there's so many fails. If you get the book, there's all these fails in there. Just the dumb, and you'll think nobody's just dumb.
Oh, we
yes,
might
they
have that in here. We might have it in here.
Yeah,
So take a look at this picture. So, you know, it's a faucet and it's a sink. The faucet does not line up with the side of the sink.
No.
But that's a situation of maybe they changed the faucet and they just didn't get a long enough arm. You have to measure that.
Yeah, possibly, or they're just dumb. But there's
dumb
some
possibility.
We have one too that's a faucet that a picture we show all the time. It's Oh, here, I think we have this coming up here.
Take a look
it's a
at
faucet
this. This
and an
isn't a
electrical
hazard.
receptacle. And you may think that's fake. It's not fake. We came across this. People
This was
like
like
that dumb.
someone's own homemade pot filler that you can have like over the top. That was like how dumb.
Over the plug,
And
over
you
the
know, the
outlet.
other thing too is duct tape fixes anything to some people. You'll notice that they'll wrap everything, joints, and just to keep wrapping it. Keep wrapping. That'll get rid of the leak.
No.
It's ridiculous.
Now, when it comes to measuring, this is another thing you're going to want to measure, and it's your drawers. You're
Yes.
doing a kitchen, you figure you're going to have a nice little return on your cabinetry and your drawers, and then you can't open both
You
of them.
can't open the drawers. No, you have to think ahead.
They
I've
open
seen
into
that
each
so
other.
so many times. Or the big eco-friendly craze. People don't want to, use so much energy heating their hot water tank. So why not heat it as it's coming out of the wall? So some
Use a
people
candle.
will do a homemade.
Oh my gosh, what a great idea!
So we had
What a
one
good
homeowner buying and
idea.
selling who actually set their bathroom on fire because they did that. They were trying to set the mood in the bathroom, and they set the wall on fire.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That'll change the mood, though, so
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
But the big thing with the book is it's getting people to ask themselves the questions that you have to ask yourself when you're buying, selling, or renovating.
Yeah.
And it's so important. You'll save thousands of dollars. And if you don't ask yourself these questions, you're throwing money away.
And,
That's
I
right.
think the one thing that I have to say thank you to all of you guys and everybody out there who's a fan of ours. We hit the New York Times bestseller list, and so
Yes!
thank you. I mean, people like the
I
book.
love to hear that. I love to hear that. We're always here to help you celebrate your successes. And we want to see you keep going and, going and going. A special thanks to Urban Barn for this nice ranch-inspired set with additional accessories from HomeSense. Hope you two have been comfortable. And did either of you notice the owls?
Yes, I always have owls or tartan hidden in every design I do.
Well, that's a little... Ah!